Viewer discretion advised. This episode contains strong language, disturbing themes, urban legends, and potentially frightening content. This episode is intended for entertainment purposes only. Any real life event discussed are based on publicly available information. Say his name 5 times. Pray you're not standing in front of a mirror. Because tonight, we're not just talking about a story, we're summoning a legend, a name whispered in the dark, passed between troubling voices, a figure with a hook for a hand, a hunger that never dies. They call him Candyman. But what if I told you the legend didn't start as a movie? What if it's something real, something tragic, something angry is buried beneath the myth?
Tonight on Harlots of Spooktalk, we're diving deep into the terrifying origins of Candyman, the real-life inspiration, the urban legends that fueled the fear, and the films that brought him crawling out of the shadows and onto the screen. From the chilling story, or short story, The Forbidden, by Clive Barker, to the cult classic film Candyman and its haunting modern reimaging, was asked one question: did Hollywood create the fear or just awaken it?
Because behind the myth lies something deeper, stories tied to real places, real violence, and real tragedy. Some believe Candyman is more than fiction, that he's a manifestation of pain, revenge, and unfinished business. And let's be honest, after tonight, you might think twice before looking in the mirror alone.
Candyman, 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 Candyman. Do you feel that? Candyman.
So, dim the lights, stay close, and whatever you do, don't say it again.
Sponsored by Molly B's Cookies. Before things get too sweetly sinister, let's take a moment to thank our sponsor, Molly B's Cookies.
Soft, gooey, and baked to perfection, these cookies are the only thing you'll be haunting your house tonight, because after facing something like Candyman, you might need a little sweetness to remind you that everything lurking in the dark is out to get you.
I'm Carly.
I'm Tiffany.
And I'm LD Patty Loma.
And this
is
Harlots of Spooktalk.
He's already listening.
Oh, you think you got away?
Candyman 1992 is partially inspired by the 1987 murder of Ruthie Mae McCoy. You want me to keep going? I said nothing like peer pressure.
Oh, I don't even know where we're at.
A Chicago woman killed with intruders into her apartment
through a mirror that had a tunnel in the back of the mirror. Yes, and they were playing a little game in the bathroom right before it. They summoned him.
Wait, is that from? That's from the movie.
Yes.
Well,
I
but
was talking about real life.
But it was urban. It was an urban legend too.
It
so
was.
like that's also, you know, the Candyman, like the game Candyman, urban legend. We'll say Candyman again and again. Candyman.
Well, the Chicago woman she was killed when intruders entered her apartment through a shared bathroom medicine cabinet, a design flaw in the Cabernet Green projects. So while the film blends with like folklore, the Candyman nickname comes from a serial killer named Dean Corll, who killed 28 plus boys in Texas in the early 1970s. holy shit.
Yeah.
And y'all were worried about Bloody Mary. She didn't kill nobody.
She
You
killed
don't find
thousands.
she
Mary,
did.
You
Mary
have no proof.
is in the archives of England. She killed thousands. She beheaded people.
Listen,
Off with their heads.
she was a boss babe. She had to do what she had to do. Okay,
The
you know,
Candyman, I think, was a lot better than Bloody Mary. So,
a lot more
and he had
ruthless.
candy, and he
Did
He
he
had
had
candy.
really?
no, he had honey that
Well,
resembled candy. Yeah.
yeah, and
Fucking sweet.
his
Sweet for the
family
sweet.
owned a candy shop in Houston. So, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Sweet
Mhm.
for the sweet.
Yeah.
Kinky.
No, it blends it very well. This movie does blend it very
It
well
did.
with the actual murders. Like,
Yeah.
they went off script, but the beginning of the movie, it blends it really well. Now his past don't correlate. A slave to a candy maker, 2 different things, but that's why they called him Candyman, the original serial killer, that is.
Yes. Yeah. Because I was like, I don't know. There's too many stories behind this. So I'm like, whatever. I don't know.
So he gave candy to the neighborhood kids, right? And then he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he would yeah, it was
Like,
pretty gruesome.
he would take, yeah. Now I want to watch the movie,
I know, right?
but like the
So,
original one.
well, it says
Yes.
here that this is just some film facts. Tony Todd's role, Tony Todd, he
Hmm.
played Candyman and was chosen to invoke like tragic rather than solely monstrous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. What'd you think? What did you think of how they portrayed him in
He
the
was
movie?
sad, but sexy in a way. He broke the rules back in the day, and that's how he got caught, and that's how he got his hand taken.
Mm,
But I think the person who portrayed him in the movies did an awesome job.
Tony
Like,
Todd?
yes, he did phenomenal because I was like, holy crap, no one can play him like
No.
him.
He
Like,
brung this romance to it. Like,
uh-huh.
his moves, he was suave. I can't explain it, but he brung this romance to this
I get
character
it. I get
that
you.
nobody else could have done back then
Mm-mm.
in the
So
90s.
we're kind of going back and forth from like
The serial
legend,
yeah,
the movie to the actual things. So but it's just that's our process today. But they did say when Ruthie Mae McCoy, this was in 1987, she okay, so she called 911 terrified, obviously. And what she reported to 911 was that someone was trying to come through her bathroom mirror.
ain't that creepy? Like, you're
I
sitting there
know.
chilling, watching a movie, and you hear something in your bathroom. And that
Yeah.
flaw was a big flaw.
And the flaw was like in that housing project where she was, the medicine cabinets were back to back with the unit next door. And that was what kept it separated only by a narrow maintenance
Think
passage, right?
about that.
So
Uh,
burglars discover that they could just push open
Uh,
that cabinet and enter the apartment. So she's opening it and she's like, "Oh my god, 911, someone's trying to come." And they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about, lady?" And she's like, "Hands in my mirror." Yeah. I would be terrified too. I would not. But
I love how you do that. I'm
but
glad I find you funny still. You don't find me funny. That's rude.
you're funny. I think you're
Uh-huh.
funny.
Funny looking.
I like how we're
Shut
blending.
the fuck
I
up.
do like how we're blending the movie with the actual real
Yeah.
crime. I kinda like that.
I like the actual facts. Like, I wanna know
Yes.
what I didn't get to look is like, why did he do that? Does anybody I know that you were kind of saying they portrayed him as like sad, but like
Well,
why?
his parents, I guess his mother was overbearing, the real life killer. His mother,
Mhm.
it seems to be, if you watch a documentary, she seems to be overbearing in a way. And then I
Mhm.
guess what was a catalyst, I think one of them passed before he
Yeah.
started killing. I think that was the
Yeah.
catalyst to it.
Yeah. Um
And I think he was a pervert, the real killer. I do. I think he,
oh yeah, absolutely.
pedophilia was a thing for him, the real killer.
So
It
and
was.
get this too, like,
Yeah.
when the
I agree.
authorities did show up, like, even the neighbors were reporting, like, gunshots and stuff, right? Um, so the police, they didn't even break down the door because they were scared that they were gonna get sued.
Because of where it was located.
Right. Oh, it's
Yeah.
like but she was
It's
eventually
crazy.
found, where she got shot to death.
Unalive. Yeah.
Yeah, unalived. Um, well, there's gonna have to be some beeping in some of those words, but parental advisory, we did do that at the beginning, and now it's above her head. Look at that.
Yay, it's not above my head today.
Well, yeah. I'm
I do
always in the
need it.
same spot. So, but the movie
You
connection
need
was that
parental advisory over your head.
not me. So, the connection was supposedly what I read. In 1992, film directly mirrors by the feature a character named Ruthie Jean, who is murdered when a killer enters through her bathroom cabinet. And I think that's I know I keep bringing up that cabinet, but my
That is the
oh
catalyst to the movie and to the
yeah,
real crime. Yes.
yeah. So they also have the legend of the Hook and Bloody Mary. Like, okay,
Yeah, it's bathroom
Bloody
games,
Mary got a hook.
basically.
yeah. It
So
was
Bloody
so
Mary got a hook now.
it was okay, so it's inspired by 3 things. Well, aside from the cabinet, right? But the Hook Man, Bloody Mary, and the Forbidden. So, the Hook Man was the killer's hook hand was inspired by the hook, like I said, and that was a classic 1950s urban legend about a hook-handed maniac who terrorizes teenagers in parked cars.
On Lover's Lane.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then Bloody Mary,
Yeah.
that's the summoning
Lover.
ritual. So that's where you say the name 5 times a mirror, and it's a
Times.
direct riff of Bloody Mary's legend. And then the forbidden comes in because the character originated on Clive Barker's 1985 short story, The Forbidden, which you're just saying that. So through the original literary version was a white man in a colorful patchwork suit living in a Liverpool housing project, and that's how they kind of like put them all
They
together.
melted them. They
Yeah,
did a great job with it, I think.
yeah,
Taking 3 good urban legends and melting into one
They
and
did.
making this
yeah,
awesome character that to this day is still around and they're still redoing them. So that's awesome.
yeah. So it's very interesting. So if you haven't seen it, you definitely need to check it out.
The original before the remake, please.
Yes.
They're both good, but always do the original first.
Hmm, hmm.
You'll
So were
appreciate
you
it.
able to see the movie? So did you watch the? Wait, did this one
I
have a
watched them all.
documentary? Okay.
Oh, yeah,
They
I watched the documentary on the actual Candyman. It's on Netflix, I do believe, or Hulu. The actual Candyman, the guy you were just talking about, they have a documentary on him, but they have like 4 movies out of 5 movies out for Candyman. Because you got the first, I think it's 2, maybe 3 movies. You have Day
yeah.
of the Dead and then the original, like the new remake. So
Which the remake is really good, by the way. So
yes,
FYI, just check that out too. But watch them
yes,
from the first.
on. So you
Yeah.
kind of get the gist of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Dean Corll was the real life serial killer that was in
Yes.
Houston. That's the original Candyman. And then you have Ronald Clark O'Brien, and he's the one that's known as the man who killed Halloween. And
Yes,
he
he
was,
killed his own
yeah,
son with
yeah,
arsenic. Yeah. Mhm.
he was. So he
Mm-mm-mm.
poisoned, yeah, his son's pixie stick for
Yep.
the insurance money, and that fueled poison to candies.
Yeah, he
Or
did it to a
yeah.
neighbor kid too, so when it
Mhm.
looked like it came from his house.
That's
Right,
just
exactly.
crazy.
It
Mhm.
is.
Goodness gracious.
That's mortifying.
Oh, I know the documentary now is Candyman and the Clown. They go over John Gacy and the Candyman. It's called Candyman and the Clown or the Clown and the Candyman. It goes
Well,
over both killers.
We know Tiff did not see that one because she's like, "There's a clown? No,
Mm-mm,
thank you."
mm-mm.
John Wayne Gacy.
I know, but
You can
mm-mm.
skip his part. Just skip his part. You gotta watch it. It's really
Yeah.
good.
Just fast forward. It's
Just fast
fine.
forward. You're good. You gotta watch the Candyman part.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Twisted my arm.
It
Okay,
is not.
fun fact. Okay, I just read this. 200 they had 200,000 real bees. The production used actual honeybees, so the actor Tony Todd negotiated a contract clause that paid him
Mhm.
$1,000 every bee sting he received, and he was stung 23 times, so he earned $23,000 bonus.
Yeah, I
Would I
remember
do
that.
$1,000 per bee? Probably, yeah. Yeah, fuck it. I can
I
use
would do
23,000.
100,000 per bee.
And he said
I
it wasn't as scary as you would think if you watch, like, when he talks about making this movie.
Mhm.
yeah.
It wasn't as scary as you think, but like I said, he really brung the romantic side out on this one.
Oh, and the film was shot on location at the Cabrini Green housing projects in Chicago.
Yeah.
So the production team had to negotiate local gang leaders to ensure safety
Yeah.
during film.
Yep.
Can
I
you believe that?
They
Like, could
had
you
to.
please not pew pew anybody like while we're filming? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so when you're watching the movie, that's an actual apartment building where there has been nothing. Mm-mm,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
But
Candyman.
Carly's
Candyman.
over here saying in the intro. I'm like, she's just, and she was smiling about it. She was just having a good
Candyman.
old time. I'm like, this girl.
I'm even
Candyman.
in the dark with the mirror right here doing it, just to
Mm-mm-mm.
let you
Oh
know
my gosh, you're great, Carly.
Candyman.
it's bad.
But I,
I hope
Candyman.
Tony Todd shows up. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That would be awesome.
oh my
Just
gosh, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Remember tonight, don't look in the mirror and say Candyman 5
or
times.
please do. He's pretty hot. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye. That's the theme.
Bye.
Bye.